Hey everybody, welcome to a live edition of Whiskey Sour Libations and Conversations. I'm your host, Dom. This beautiful face that you see is my boo thing, Farron Moore.
Hi.
More to the story. Y'all better be subscribing and sharing because we're going to get it in over there. Last week was super wow, as I say that in my country's accent. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. And yesterday, Farron and I were hanging out enjoying our renaissance. And I was like, oh my God, like Farron, can you come on tomorrow? Let's do my show live. Like I have to drop an episode anyway. And I wanted to talk about Renaissance. And here we are. Whoa. How do you have your shirt?
It came today.
Was it actually a box or what? My mail has not come. I got an attitude.
It
I didn't even peep that with you sitting right here. Farron lives around the corner from me, and how do you have your box before me? I feel some type of way. Is it an actual box or is it in a sleeve?
it's a box. It's a box inside of a box.
I know one thing when I really feel some type of way because in my mind, like I feel like I'm Beyonce's sister. Like, I met her twice, and
It's always like, I should be getting my things before the peasants.
like, that's how I really feel. I feel like Blue Ivy a lot, and I look down at everybody like,
I want to open this because I really want to see the photo book, but then I like that it's wrapped in plastic, but I'm gonna.
I mean, you can still open it and keep it as a collector's item.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, maybe I'll do it on the show.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I want you. I don't want to ruin your big reveal when you get your box though, so I won't do it on the show.
I mean, technically, it's already online. Like, I feel like those photos are already online, and it's fine. So, if you would like to do the honors of opening your book, I am totally okay with that. Like,
You don't seem okay.
I mean, it's your showdown shit. Like, the fuck. I was a type of way. Like I really, part of me wants to. I'm like, okay, can that fit in my mailbox? But it really can't. But I also know that my mail is not here. Like I'm confident that I know my mail ain't here.
It's coming, friend. It's coming.
Please, Lord. Like I got my tracking number. I tweeted out. I was like, okay, Beyonce, it's after midnight. Where's my tracking? Well, I got the one where she like this, where she doing a windmill.
Oh, see, when I ordered, there were no images up.
There were no images. No, I did the pre-order, but when they released the images,
Oh,
it told you which one went to which box. And so I ordered box
oh.
4 because that's Beyonce's favorite number. And this bitch look high, and she like, woo! Like she said, I'm a water glass. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I didn't even know they had released what the designs were, but I'm happy. I was like all the way surprised. I didn't know what design I was getting.
Okay. I my friend, she actually released merch that like after the drop.
Hmm.
And the shirt that my homegirl ordered is actually like I was like, that needed to be one of the box shirts because these
Oh, really?
horses, like she doing a windmill fair. I don't want her looking like this on my t-shirt.
Well, guess what? Too late. She thought it was good enough, so you go take what you get.
I'm gonna take what I get because only Beyonce can get me to order some merchandise without any
Without the
images. Okay, only Beyonce. Kelly could do that too, but Beyonce definitely can do that. And don't be in here shading my bitch because that's my bitch too. Anyway, I welcome you all here today because I just want to talk about Renaissance. I feel like it couldn't have come at better timing. I don't like when Beyonce tells us stuff um, because the anticipation that creates, I don't like that. It's stressful. Is it not? Like, I feel like there was a certain part of June, like July, that just kind of slowed down, and I was like, "This is Beyonce's fault because she's dropping the album on the 29th."
Once she announced that the album was coming, you was just waiting. Just
I was
I
just
can't do
waiting,
nothing else. I just gotta wait.
and I don't like. I would prefer only Beyonce can surprise me. I'm an Aquarius. I don't like surprises, but Beyonce, you can surprise me. Like surprise us with new music. I don't want to like all of this anticipation leading up to it. I mean, that's cute and all, but like, could you imagine had this been a just a random release?
You know what? I feel like you're not a real Beyonce fan
I am
because
a real
you
Beyonce
take
fan.
it
Real
no
Beyonce fans,
matter
we
how
are
she serves it,
no.
Dom.
Real
You
Beyonce
take it.
fans are now spoiled. Beyonce, the album has done this to us,
No,
and we just
no,
like surprise, bitch. I got an album for you, hoes.
no, no, no. You take it however she decides to give it to you. Whether she's like, hey, take this visual before you're able to buy my album, we take it. Whether
I
she
would
surprises us,
absolutely
we
take that.
take it. She let us know it's coming. We ready. We take it. She surprised the hell out of us and don't tell us shit. We happy. We take it. You don't complain about how it's
I'm not
delivered
complaining,
because
but I'm
you're
telling you
thankful
what
for what you get.
I am very thankful. I'm grateful.
It don't sound like it. It don't
I'm
sound like
very
it. Is all I'm
grateful.
saying.
But I'm telling you, there was a part in July that just slowed, and I'm like, this Beyonce. She trying to make the world stop again, and I don't like. And like, I like it when it's a surprise.
Trying,
Listen,
trying to make the world stop. It stopped.
it, it really did because whatever, like I said, July all of a sudden slowed down, and I'm just like,
Mm.
it's taking too long. Like, why is it not the 29th yet? Like, someone in the Big Sis Chris said in the comments, the hive done got bougie, Farron. We are. We've been, and a lot of us have been bougie.
Oh wait, hold on a second. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you, but
I
it's
think it was because this mic is plugged in. Can you hear me better?
yes, bitch.
Oh, see, I don't usually use this computer, and
See, that's what
so
I'm like. What is this whole like? It sounded like
in looking
a
at your mic, I
drum.
was like, oh, I'm over here following the chords with my eyes, and I was like, oh, it's plugged in. That's why. My bad. This is not my space. I don't usually use this desk, this computer, this mic. I don't usually use any of this, so I didn't know. But
All right. Well, I realized that I also got darker at the beach yesterday because look at what's this contrast. I'm gonna
I
have
did
to like.
too.
I'm like looking. I'm like, why am I kind of like light skinned and red down here? But also, I think I like forgot to put on. I forgot to put sunscreen on right here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been itchy all day, so
Really?
I've been
Oh,
struggling, man.
you might be
Yeah,
a
I'm
little bad.
sleepy. I scraped my knee in the ocean. Like
She was trying to show off.
I wasn't trying to shop. I was trying to get you baptized. Okay, my little
You
church
was trying
girl.
to show off.
I was trying to give you a new renaissance. I was trying to have you enter a new chapter by taking you grounding.
You was trying to show off.
I wasn't.
She
I
was
was.
like, look, it's not cold. And then
It
she
wasn't
tried
cold.
to do a little twirl and
Not,
she bent down and ripped off her whole patella.
it's not.
Look at her. It's in the ocean right now. This heifer ain't got no kneecap.
Look, bitch. I look. The skin just came back from the rug burn. I
And
fell
we
out
don't
the
even
window.
want to know why
No,
you got rug
oh
burn
no,
on
bitch.
your knee.
I will tell you because your husband.
I need you to talk faster and finish that story. It's too much
Yes,
space.
your husband. So somehow I end up texting to here that day, and I was like, "Nigga, I just fell out the bed," and I was like, "But now I got rug mark." He's like, "Nigga, did you fall and then slide down the carpet?" I was like, "I mean, you pretty much."
But
And
no,
that's
how did you fall out the bed? What
I
is
got
it?
caught in the sheets.
I was about to say, what does the hair have to do with that?
No, because we were texting. We was texting, and that's what and I was just like really freeing, like just really sliding down the carpet. He's like, "So you like fell and slid?" I'm like, "Just rude, just rude." And it was painful. I'm like, why is it taking so long for my skin to come back? Like it was just like it took hellas. I scraped that knee early June. It's August 1st. That skin just came back. That color.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Have
don't
you
know.
been
I think it's that really, like that white it's like a 0.00001%. It must have peeked through. That's all I can think of. So
um,
anyway,
yes.
let's get this show on the road. I would like to start at track one for Renaissance.
Okay.
I'm that girl. It
Hmm.
kicks in and it
It
says,
come on so hard. It come in so hard.
please, motherfuckers, ain't stop. Please, please, motherfuckers, ain't stopping me. Which is interesting. I'm on Genius, and I swear they said these motherfuckers.
I thought that's what it said too.
But I'm just like, that don't make sense. But I guess these motherfuckers ain't stopping me. When all these niggas be jocking me, I pull up in these clothes, look so good. Cause I'm in that hoe.
Oh, yes.
Bitch. Farron. Like,
Yes. It come on so hard.
they come in so hard. And it's just like, okay, I'm gonna say something. I feel like I'm that bitch. Like, I really do. And I be so confused when people don't feel like they that bitch. And cause I'm like, but
Yes.
I'm a bitch, so you that bitch. And like I see my friends, so when I hear my
Yes.
friends be like, I had to work, I said, no, bitch, you was born this way. You was born in this. You are
Yes.
that, you been that chick.
Like, yo, I was just talking to somebody earlier and I was like, yo, I'm always doing too much, always extra. Like it comes naturally to where that's my normal.
Yes, it's so
That's my
normal to me.
normal. So if somebody feel like you're doing too much, then it's like tell them to step up. How about you do more or just don't worry about what I'm doing.
I
Cause
am not in the business of living my life for nobody. I'm
let
not.
them know.
And
Let
you
them
want to
know.
know what sometimes I feel like the people that be trying to like humble me the most be niggas.
They
And
be
I'm
the
just,
ones that can't match it though.
they can't. And I'm just like, you not on, get on my level, ho.
Mhm. That's one thing I've always been so grateful for in our relationship because he's from day one, he's always been like, you never dim yourself, like never you got something you want to say, something you want to do, like you know, be heard, like do it. He was like, I'll never quiet you. And now that I got so it's like, okay, here we are. Now the world knows all the things I have to say.
Man, okay. It's so funny because I know you're gonna hate on this.
Hmm.
Kelly Rowland has a song.
Hmm.
It's the first track, I believe, on her last like mainstream, like last big album. She has a
Hmm.
song called All That Chick, and it kicks in and says, yeah, I'll be the one that they love to mention. I tell these niggas talking because I love the attention. And
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, go off, Aquarius. Go off. I just love shit like that. That just make me like really,
Just feel so empowered and
yes.
just like it's okay for me to think this highly of myself
It is
because
okay and it's normal because the most basic people are successful in what they do because they have the confidence.
mhm,
Confidence takes you so far,
so far,
so far.
so far. Like it's magical how far
It
it
really is,
can
baby.
it can take you once you actually walk in that. It's
Yes.
amazing. So to have an anthem, we need one every year. So to have an anthem,
Shit, I need one every day.
hey.
Every day. Like it's funny because I like I was telling you yesterday, I said, oh, I just love Chris Brown's Call Me Every Day.
Mhm.
I literally will go play Call Me Every Day and then go back to to Renaissance. Like it just happened. I have played Renaissance so much.
Yes.
And I think people that don't get it, it ain't for them to get. It ain't for you. It's
Yeah.
like how people was hating on, and mainly whites, on lemonade. I'm like, it's like Kev said, it's
It's
for
not
black
black
people.
people anyway, right?
It's for
It's
black
all black
people
people
anyway.
anyway.
So I just it's just how it kicks off, and I'm just like, yo, like I okay, Beyonce, you setting the stage. What is next? And this bitch gonna give us cozy. So I'm that chick. It's
Yes.
like the preamble to cozy because we still getting that comfortable in my
My
skin.
skin, yes, that loving yourself, that walking in your confidence, walking in your like in your truth, living your truth. Like that's child. Look, I'm so here from the first listen. I was like, this album is perfection.
It really is. And
Every single track.
every and the transitions.
The transition.
Like the transitions can be its own podcast, its own episode on its own.
And the album don't even seem that long. Like it's a lot of tracks, and I was like, "Is everything like a minute long?" It goes by so fast. I
It
looked up
was.
and I had listened to it twice, and it was a full 2 hours that I sat there listening to this album because I could not get enough.
Yep. Because you listen to it in the middle of the night when it dropped,
In
right?
the middle of the night, I made it. I settled down maybe an hour after. No, because it dropped earlier here.
Yeah, it dropped at 9
Yeah,
p.m.
so yeah, I sat down to like actually give it a good listen around like 1:30 or so,
Okay.
and ended up sitting there. I did not get to bed till 4 o'clock in the morning because I was sitting there listening to this album in its entirety on repeat. So it's girl, look.
Look, I told you I saw that she was dropping the lyric videos.
Hmm.
And she was premiere. I'm like, what's these 2 minute windows of like, oh, this gonna premiere in 2 minutes? Bitch, if you don't give me all that shit now, I had smoked. So then how it was coming on the screen, and I was just like, oh my God, like it's happening. And I can read along as it's playing. And it was happening. I was like, okay, I might be a little too high for this. When stuff starts flashing, I start to freak out a little bit when I'm high and have panic attacks. But
Yes, can we just like is would we get in trouble for like just reading the first verse of the song Cozy?
no, we won't get in trouble. I think you're also allowed to play like 10 seconds
Oh, really?
of
Okay, well,
it
10 seconds
legally.
not
But
gonna get
we can
us.
read it. We can read it because we're not playing the track.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how things work with copyright things, but just the first verse of this song. Damn, I love the burning of the dagger from the words that you say. Dancing in the mirror, kiss my scars. Because I love what they made. She's a god, she's a hero. She survived all she been through. Confident, damn, she lethal. Might I suggest you don't mess with my sis? Cause she comfortable,
No,
comfortable.
girl, you can cuss on her. You
in
can say what
my
that say. Might I
skin.
suggest you don't fuck with my sis?
Oh,
Ooh,
you know what? I think the lyrics that I'm reading are the clean version
okay.
of lyrics.
So, Farron, but I kind of want you to sing the pre-chorus.
Girl, boo, I ain't singing shit.
And when that kicks in, when she says she's a god, she's a hero,
Uh-huh.
it's something like even when I look, because you, as you know, blasted it in the car. There's something like with my posture that even becomes even more like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you slouch when you drop, it just makes you bitch. You are that chick, like you are that girl. Don't let nobody
Mm-hmm.
ever tell you otherwise.
Yep.
And you got
And right. And I mean, she goes on to say, or do you want to pick it up since you got the explicit version? Comfortable in my skin, cozy, feet up above your sins. That's where I am.
mm-hmm. I love myself. God damn, cozy. Cozy. I used to date a boy named Cozy. He was the love of my life at one point. I thought we was gonna be together forever. And I love the T.S. Madison like soundbite where it's like I'm dark brown, dark
Mm-hmm.
skin, light skin, beige, fluorescent
The
beige.
same beige. Yeah.
Bitch, I'm black.
Yes.
I tell people that being black is such a vibe. It can get very. This is a heavy crown
Hmm.
to carry, but every lifetime, if reincarnation is a thing, I would always want to come back as a black woman.
Mm.
Because I mean, being a black man, that's cool and all, but like there's something different about being a black woman.
Absolutely.
It's just like our hips, like the way we shape, like our minds, the way that we just, I mean, Bitch, when I tell you, like, Kyle was making fun. She's like, when you say
Yeah.
like this attention, is there something that's been said? I said, no, bitch, it's a vibe. Like, I know I can walk in the room, I ain't got to say nothing, and everybody is like, because I'm cozy.
Comfortable in my skin. Hey.
It's really that true, and it's like I think I always, just because I'm a Black woman and we carry a lot of things, and we see like our sisters go through so much, and even at a young age, like I feel like they probably feel like being Black could be a burden just because of
Mhm.
different scenarios and situations. And I really empathize, and I'm like, sis, don't drop the crown, pick it up, just straighten it to look like, like it's gonna be all right.
Mhm.
Oh man, I love being Black. I'm sorry, I just really do. I just really do.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm the exact same way, and it's because I mean, I've had that conversation with the kid, making sure that she loves her Blackness, because her bio dad is half white. Not that she knows them, but that is a part of her of who she is, biologically. But she's also only gone to school and really mostly grew up around non-Black people. And
Okay.
so it's like, do you appreciate who you are and everything? And when I tell you, for her to be so young and in the growing up in the environment she's grown up, she is the most militant little pro-Black child. And I'm like, she know more. She be educating me on things, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, like she's is socially aware,
Yeah.
and and it's like, oh, okay, so at least I raised somebody that's going to to find out, educate themselves, and learn, and know what's wrong, what's right, and and appreciate who they are. So is just, it's amazing seeing who she's turned into,
Hmm.
because child, it's some folks out there that don't quite appreciate they melanin.
They don't. That goes back to, parents engaging, having those conversations. I'm like that
Mhm.
with my niece, and then my nephew. Well, he only one, like one and a half, so he can only say so much and comprehend so much. But
Mhm.
I let him know, like even the new one, the little 4-month-old one, like encouraging them and letting them know, like having certain conversations. Like Phoenix and I had like a really dope conversation one day when I was watching her, and was talking about like future steps, like what could she do, not telling her like, hey, can't nobody tell you shit, like, sorry, I know you're 6, but you that bitch, like, so like walking that, and she was saying that she was getting teased at school. I was like, they hate you because you Black, like, love that, love who you are, like. And it's funny because, like, I think that people, and it infuriates me, and I'm not gonna say infuriates because that's too much energy. But like, even when Black people, like, things, y'all always make everything like a race thing. Things are always, it can't always be race. I said, but it is, it's really because it's really that simple.
Yeah.
But you
It's ingrained in everything.
every
So it's like everything circles back to it. You can try to avoid, bringing that part, that aspect of the issue to the forefront, but it's still there.
it's always gonna be there. It's always race. It really is. And we,
And do you answer a question,
yes,
Stephanie?
I was gonna say, yes, we do have a question. Go ahead.
Okay. I just wanted to address it before both of us missed it. But if you see it, then I can wait. You running the show, so you
No, you go, man.
okay. I personally don't get caught up in genres. I see the real question: does it fit into a certain genre? Is it disco or is it just B? Um, I I don't even think in genres. I just think good music and not so good music. so so it's just a good vibey, as a lot of people have called it disco. I've never really even understood what people meant by disco. To hear when he listened to the first 4 songs and thought he heard pop, and I was like, okay, like I don't know. I don't think in genres. What genre would you put it in?
Experimental.
Okay.
In the sense of, because this is something like a sound that we kind of never heard. It takes me back to B Day, kind of like I was telling you yesterday, which I believe that album is the cornerstone of her career. But I because we were kind of getting different snares, different sounds, different. So I think about stuff like that, because just kind of, I hate to bring this person up, but Kanye West, Yeezus. It's not necessarily my favorite album from Kanye, but it was very experimental, like with the sounds that was happening, the way that it was mixed.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, if anything, it was experimental. Does it have
Yeah.
influence from maybe disco and kind of
Yeah.
late, like early 80s, because like it started to, we started to get a different sound as we transition into the 80s. So
And it's a good is every song is upbeat, like it's a high energy album
yeah,
all the way through. Like I
yeah.
was like, I could easily work out to this and not skip a song or pull in another song with no
Working out, I
problem.
don't know, because I be to drop a dumbbell and then just start like gyrating
Well, sometimes you got
and
to.
doing stuff, and then
Sometimes you got to. And then pick them back up and continue like as you were.
yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't say it's. I would say, if anything, for I get what you're saying, that it does not kind of fit anything. It's just, it feels good.
Yeah.
So for me, I would say that's kind of more on the experimental side,
Mhm.
which I'm okay with. Um, do I want to do a lot of coke? Absolutely. Like, there's just something about it that, like I said, like there's the influence, like the sample from Donna Summer that comes into play, and
Mm. Not do I want to do a lot of coke.
I do, like, it just feels good, like, because she's saying that, like, talking about getting high, and
Yeah.
the colors,
And
all
she
these.
usually doesn't talk like that. And I was like, let me find out Beyonce
Beyonce
be rolling up.
indulges. Beyonce, girl, you have to Google the pictures of her. She definitely indulges in the Mary Jane.
Really? Because I've seen her smoke cigars, so it's not too far fetched, but I
I
didn't
feel like
know
I have
about the
seen Beyonce high. I have seen her drunk. You gotta Google the pictures of her
I've
drunk
seen
in
the
the back
drunk
seat of the
pictures. I've
Maybach.
seen the drunk I've seen the drunk pictures.
Man,
But
I love, like, and I think that's like, I love when we see like our faves like us, and we have to remember too, like, yes, they are human as well. So
mhm.
I'm like, hey, Beyonce, when you get drunk sometimes, are you belligerent? Like,
You know she is. I
are you
bet that
are
should
you
be so funny.
are you petty? Are you petty, sis? Like me sometimes when I get drunk or high, and I just like, all right, well, here, let's go. Like, that's why I'll be really messing with tequila like that. I try not. I have to. I gotta do it sporadically. I'm not in college anymore. Shall we move on after we've painted the world pussy pink? To Alien Superstar.
Oh my God. Wait
Okay.
a second. Let me go back because I
Okay.
want to pull from you said Alien Superstar?
Yes, we are here.
Okay.
Yes. I am one of one. I am number one. I am the only one.
Only one.
Don't
Yo.
even waste your time trying to compete with me. No one else in this world can think like me. I'm twisted. I'll contradict it. Keep him addicted. Addicted.
It the lies on
Lies on
it.
his hips.
I
I lick.
lick it. Yes.
Mm. All I can hear is, I can't wait till I get home so you can tell the Cheerio.
Yes. I can so hear
Low
that.
vibes.
Yes. Yes, I can so that even that song, they would have needed to mix it a little bit to make it fit this, but it's well on its way to this vibe. That song would have fit this album as well.
Yep, yep. I love, like, it's so funny because people, my homegirl said, all I care, I'm gonna be honest. I wanted ratchet Beyonce. That's all I prayed about. Not in the literal sense. I was not on my hands and knees asking God to make this album ratchet. Though that wouldn't be too far fetched. But I was like, I want to experience a little ratchetness from Beyonce. Like, I need another ratchet. And my homegirl was like, it's not ratchet enough. I said, bitch, are you listening to the lyrics?
Lyrics, yeah. I mean, hell, she called herself a thought or said she was acting thotty at least 15 times on this album. I was like, okay, I see you.
And she also called herself a heathen, a heathen.
Yes.
Like,
Oh my God. And I like that. Darn it, I lost my spot on here. So you perform the shout out in the not even the shout out, just the inclusion with the LGBTQ community with Alien Superstar.
mm-hmm.
So it's like she she just really just let loose and embraced her whole fan base, like, because everybody loves that she's like this force to be reckoned with and move so confidently. So she's like, yo, let's all move confident together. Let's get out here. What?
Category. Sex bitch. I'm the bar. Alien superstar. And then when I love how, like, listen, you know my ass. When she says, I just talk my shit, Casanova, superstar, supernova, power,
Mhm.
pull him in closer. If that's your man, then why he over here?
Right. Bitch. I love the fact that she touches on, because she's so talented and she
Uh-huh.
knows she is. She's like, I'm not even of this world. Like,
Like, that's she
like
gives
this.
it like, I mean, I understand she a Virgo. I'll be interested. I've said this before. I'd be interested in Beyonce's birth chart. Like, Celestine knows Mama Tina, because her real name's Celestine. Can I get the time that Beyonce was born? Because I want to pull her birth chart. She get a
Wait, you
terrible.
sure that ain't out there already?
I mean, it might be out there already, but we need the birth chart because I'm like, how you feeling right now? I'm like, you're giving air sign vibes, Beyonce, because I just feel like how I always feel, because I'm sorry, I'm an Aquarius. Y'all already know. Like, people always think that we're like these weirdos, like we live in our own world, like we feel like we don't really relate to the average person, the way our minds are set up, the things that we think about, the things that make us complex, the things that give us anxiety.
Hmm.
Um, so I know you're Aries. I know you're Aries.
Hmm.
Y'all got your own little tidbit. Yeah, I picked
Don't
you up
do us.
today. I
Don't
love y'all though. My sister's an Aries,
what to
but
say. Don't do us.
because I am like, like I am really feeling myself.
I
I'm
pulled it
really
up.
feeling myself.
I think this is it. They have her being born at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Interesting. We're gonna have to do we're gonna have to
Yeah.
do a episode where we do her birth chart.
Yes.
Because you into tarot and all of that, like what you didn't read me yesterday, we just chilled. I was like,
Yeah. Hell, I didn't even read myself. We were knocked out on that beach.
knocked out and replenished, rejuvenated, renaissanced. We are unique. Like it's just like I got pearls beneath my legs, my lips, my hands, and my hips. Unique. I got diamonds beneath my thighs, where his ego will find bliss. Get your coochie ate, sis. Oh, Beyonce. Like, look, can we just stay on Celestine nose for a second? Like, birthing. We're gonna give praise to God, who is the head of our life and who filled Celestine Knowles' womb with Beyonce and Solange Knowles. Like, I
Yes.
just everything. This it's just everything. Look, let's go on the track forward. Let's cuff it. Let's cuff it.
Is that cuff it?
Yes, it's cuff it. That's your jam.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I
Yeah,
just
I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to fuck something up. I need some drink in my cup. I'm in the mood to fuck something up. Like all these songs start so damn hard. Like, yes.
this is a mushroom trip. Like I feel like this is like how I want to see this visual. I want the colors to like feel like we on mushrooms and they kind of drag across and be like
Really?
fluorescent. Yeah,
But
fluorescent is the word. Like yeah,
I,
fluorescent.
I love how she says, I want to go missing. I need a prescription.
We
Like,
want to go on a trip, so we need to feel like we are on some type sort of trip. Bold colors. We need gold, pinks, like
but
greens, like
yes. But this next line, though, I want to go higher. Can I sit on top of you? That part.
mm-mm.
Is I want to go where nobody's been. Have you ever had fun like this? Yeah.
Cause we gonna fuck up the night. Black lights, light.
Oh,
And
we
about
did
city
it.
when we fuck up the night. Fuck up the night. When she say, and then when she says, "Bet you'll see far, bet you'll see stars, bet you'll elevate, bet you'll meet God." Bitch, we high. We are on shrooms. We are popping pills. We are on
We
Molly.
are.
We are doing it all.
Yes. Oh
And
my
you
God.
you might be
I'm
on
in
the
the mood.
PCS as well.
That's why I love this song so much because this song embodies me and how I operate.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little pussy when it comes to shit like that. So I be living through UNT.
Me, I'm fine as long as I'm somewhere safe. I don't like being like away from home. I need to be able to just collapse and fall asleep if I need to wherever I am.
Girl.
So, but as long as I can do that, and there's someone there to make sure I'm continuing to breathe,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
then I'm good. Let's have all the fun. Let's look. I am like a child. I did that for my birthday out in Joshua Tree. So a
You
friend
in the
brought us
perfect place to do that.
yep, a friend
Yeah.
brought us shrooms. It was beautiful. And I stayed at the house, went on my little trip, passed out, woke up the next day. I was good.
So when you are on a trip, Farron, describe the trip to me. Is it like this song? Is it like I'm seeing the colors? Like I'm seeing. I feel like when I see music, sometimes I do see colors and stuff. Though I'm not high and I
So
hear.
it was basically any sound I heard had a color, um, not even a color, a visual associated with it. Like I would, if my eyes were closed and something, I'm hearing sounds, then I would see different colors like moving around.
Okay, so pretty much what the visual would be for this song.
Yeah.
Because
It's also like that with DMT too. When I would close my eyes, I would see colors. But the only thing with shrooms is that it's not just it's not just colors. They're like different colored images.
okay,
Like I saw what I perceived to be like Korean script, like in the formation of the trees. Real talk, no lie. And when I looked in the sky, I saw layers of images like stacked on top of each other, but I could see through all of them in the sky. And
hmm.
so like think of like a label, this cologne. This
Which
label,
Margilla is that, by the way?
what'd you say?
Is that Jazz Club by Margilla?
No, this is by the fireplace.
Okay.
Yeah. But like that label would be in the sky and then there would be like another label, like a Tums label or some shit under it. But none of this shit was in English. But they were letters or
Uh-huh.
they were symbols that I recognized, but none of it was in English and they were just stacked. Like you could see them all kind of moving on their own level or on their own layer, like independent of the other ones, but still like in sync. It was
Interesting.
hella weird. Hella weird.
Okay.
And I couldn't tell, like I wanted to stargaze, but because my imagination was all over the place, I couldn't tell what was real and what I had made up. when looking up in the sky, I couldn't tell what was a actual star that I could see with the naked eye, what was something that I probably could only see because I was high, or something that or what was what I made up and my brain just placed it up there. So it was, girl, it was a mess.
Okay.
It
What
was
I'm gonna say about that trip is bet you'll see far, bet you'll see stars, bet you elevate, bet you'll
yep.
reach high. I feel like falling in love.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's wild. Okay, all right. Well, all right, Farron. We are going to move on to the controversial track "Energy."
Oh God. Why exactly is it controversial?
Energy is controversial because there is an interpolization of Khalees's milkshake, where she brings all the boys to the yard, which is also produced and written by Pharrell, NERD, and Khalees. And Khalees also, Beyonce was nice enough to give Khalees credit on this song. So people are upset at Beyonce because she didn't call Khalees and asked if it was okay, but Khalees, you don't own the rights to your music.
So we're done with that part.
Yeah, we're done with that part. We're gonna read some of the lyrics. Uh,
Oh,
uh, just vibe, vote not 45. Don't get out of line. So now we're kind of feeling a little
yeah.
bit of a switch.
Right. About to say we got a little political with this one.
Got a
But
little political. Only double lines we cross is dollar signs. Wait, I hear you just got paid. Make it rain energy. She more Cancun, he more Central Pay, which I'm dying to go. So can we go, please?
yes.
I just want to go to Central Pay so bad. Big wave in the room, the crowd gonna move. Look around, everybody on mute. Look around, it's me and my crew. Big energy.
Mm,
So and we
love.
still like blowing up the spot. You know,
Mhm.
got a clown out, might have indoctrined one in. I ain't gonna get too political today because I don't have the energy.
Ah,
So we still in our bag.
yep.
We still in our bag.
And I appreciate, like, yes, we talking about being in love a little bit, but more than anything, we talking about loving ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We are talking about loving ourselves. Like, that's so dope to go this far, this many songs in, and yeah, I'ma fuck you, but more than
It's
anything, I'ma do that because that's self-love for me.
yeah, it's
that's
self-love to me.
that's what this album is saying.
It,
And
it,
what is this? Like song 5?
yeah, we on song 5. And
Yes.
I feel like it's just such a vibe. Like we just vibing out and we're having a great time and
Mhm.
just I can appreciate Beyonce creating a space for us just to feel good. I
Mhm.
feel like everything recently has been sad love song.
Mhm.
Um, all my friends are dead.
Somebody's been hurt and
Somebody been hurt.
recovering
Yeah,
or
and we've had such a tumultuous few years. I've experienced a lot of loss.
mhm.
Uh, I know you guys have experienced loss. So it's
Mhm.
like for one moment, in this moment in time, I'm going to create a moment where none of that matters. You matter. Love on you. Feel
Mhm.
good. Dance the night away. Take your shrooms. Take your D.
Right. Like is more so just about, because we're coming out of this, and then women have had a long hard battle, and the shit's still going. Hell, we're about to lose our rights to birth control. So I mean, it's just so much has been happening socially and everything, and people are just in this weird space to, especially, I won't even say especially in this country, because the whole world has been fucked lately.
If
And
I want
so
to press the rapture button, I'm okay with it.
So it's just this message of, yes, all this bullshit is going on, and what's supposed to be protecting you has been failing you. So all you have is you. Love yourself. At the very least, love yourself. And it's a beautiful, beautiful message to spread, and such a fun way to spread it.
Such a fun way to spread it. And, we all could use when you have society telling you one thing,
Hmm.
because, society thrives and flourishes on people having low self esteem and
Hmm.
self hate and different things and telling you how to look.
Hmm.
Uh, just like I don't understand how people can hate Lizzo. They're like, oh, she's spreading, you know, fatness and that's not healthy and blah 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 blah. Hey, that bitch love herself though.
But to
And
say,
you
what's healthier than self love, though?
right, I'm on. Hey, she love herself.
She loves
So
herself. So if you don't get nothing
exactly,
else from what she tells you,
exactly. Hey, she taught you how to love yourself,
right?
regardless of your shape, your size, what we see, and it's just. And I think everybody needs that, but also like our women, because so many of our women got caught up in the Kardashian hype, altering their bodies, and we
Hmm.
are the like I'm not even gonna say the prototype, but like we are what
The
word I'm looking
the
for.
goals, the muse for
Yes,
them.
we are the
Yeah.
muse. Like we are the originators.
Hmm.
And people consistently like build us up to tear us down, and we just are vibing. So I'm like, I'm here for all of this. I'm here for all this energy. And then we break my soul.
Break it.
Transition right on in.
Break myself. And I actually, when I first heard this as just a single, I wasn't a huge fan immediately. It took a
Hmm.
few listens. And that's not my first experience not immediately loving a Beyonce song. Like
I still hate my mom.
the singles don't always grab me. The
Mm.
her singles don't always grab me.
Okay.
But once I hear like the full project, it makes me appreciate that single
Yeah.
more. But they don't always catch my attention like that because I wasn't a big fan of Irreplaceable, or what was it? Video phone.
Them hustlers keep on talking. Uh.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that either. You so stupid. But like once I heard like the whole project, it makes me appreciate the singles more. But
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of Break My Soul. But now I be in it.
You
Hold
should have
on,
related
baby.
to that. That I just quit my job.
Yes.
Girl,
Love.
I can I just say, like, I just love that you was just so like, you won't break my soul before you won't break my soul drop because all of this shit. Fuck y'all.
Girl, they
I
was
get to
dragging
me.
me
I am
way
clocking out. Here's your shit.
They was dragging me way, way down, way, way down. And then, child, I won't even get into it, but Jesus, they were stressing me out.
Yeah, but
But yeah,
I love Break My Soul. And I'm gonna say this. I love that Beyonce love Big Frida.
yes,
Like Big Frida is like all up and through this. Like
yes, yes. Bend it, bust it open.
right.
Yes, but and Frida was on. Wasn't that Formation?
Yeah, Big Frida was on Formation, and
Yeah.
I just feel I just like I said, like I love that we get so many. What is artistry? Like being an artist, you should be able to have an album like this and experiment and not
Mhm.
stay the same. And I think that confuses people, just like people were saying the issue with like Drake's album. Now, have I been a latest fan of his last few albums? No. but which is also strange. Drake also produced a song on this album.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah,
I didn't know
so
that.
that's why it was really funny because like industry people knew what Beyonce was working on, and then it was like he kind of rushed this. But I mean, honestly, never mind because that's kind of what his album is. That's why he titled it. Honestly, never mind because he knew this shit was coming. So let's slide on into
Wait, is that? I'm sorry, I don't really follow Drake like that. So, is that the name of his album?
yes,
Honestly, never mind.
yes.
Stuff. Okay.
Honestly, never mind because
I
y'all
had
about to get this
no idea.
Beyonce.
I had no idea.
Um, let's slide on into Church Girl.
Oh, I love that one too.
What do you love about Church Girl?
Because I like that she's calling out the fact that that is her upbringing, and I mean, she appreciates it. She
Mm-hmm.
probably owes a good chunk of her career to it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's still like, but this is me. I'm not this is who I've turned into, starting out as this church girl, because so many people get lost in that whole this my upbringing. I came up in the church.
Yep.
Hell, I was lost in that. Like, this is these are the rules. This is
Yep.
on this side. I got to stay on this side. If what I'm supposed to do or what I want to do ain't on this side of the line, then I can't do it. And it was like, no, that's no way to live.
Yeah.
That's not how you do that.
It, it,
It's
it is a form of, I think, also the most important thing is that people don't know how to navigate their journey with, a higher power, whatever it is you believe in. So we allow this man-made, because when you really think about religion as a whole, like when we get the different variations, that's kind of man-made. It actually is
yeah.
man-made. So
And oh no, go ahead.
so it's important for us to also develop our own relationships with God.
Mhm.
And I just um, wanted to point that out. Like I also grew up in church,
Mhm.
heavy, and I mean I wasn't in there on Saturdays and stuff. Sundays, and I was like in the public ministry. I was in the choir and church plays and all of that. So it's just really. But I'm gonna tell you this: we was ratchet. We
See,
was
that's another thing. That's what I was about to say. She called out like, yeah, don't think just because, it's a church girl that it's all,
and they
all
always the church
crude
kids
and
always
by the book. Like, no, them church
right.
girls be the ones acting up the
They
most.
they be the rats. They be the rats. But I'll tell you one time, my church is a historical landmark in St. Louis, right?
Okay.
In the Ville. You know Annie Malone? Annie Malone is like Caterpillar. It's a children's home.
Okay.
Um, Annie Malone, fun fact, also, the word on the curb is that kind of like Madam C.J. Walker stole like some of her ideas as far as like black hair care, but that's neither here nor
Mhm.
there. But anyway, so there's a children's home named after her in St. Louis. So those kids would come to our church. Bitch, why was they fighting? I had to like break up a fight one time. They fought this. They would like try to fight this other girl. I'm like, we're in church and the sanctuary is right there. What are y'all doing? Like,
Girl, I came up with folks that used to just straight up have sex at church. Like it was no
have I
they
made out with somebody at church? I didn't have sex though.
I've flirted very heavily, but I drew there was a line. I was like, I just can't. I get
Mm-mm.
caught fucking in church. My sweet Val will beat the brakes off my ass. Hard pass. It's not worth it. It's not worth
Right.
it.
Would you rather be kissing somebody or was stealing the church money? Because I wasn't stealing the money.
I wasn't doing that either.
Yeah, so I was. I mean, I was a little hot,
The
but
most I did at church was get smart with the saints because they think they can talk to you any kind of way. So I got in trouble because my like you're not gonna talk to me like that. But or people would tell me to do stuff and I would just directly not do it in their very face. Like,
I,
but that was it.
I feel like I didn't. People would say and do certain stuff just to be like I can't stand a passive aggressive ass person. Like, come
Mhm.
at me like with the big full energy. I don't like stuff like that. Like, it was a lady that definitely said to me that she was like worried about me growing up
Mhm.
because I guess in her eyes I wasn't a cute kid.
She said that to you?
Yeah, you know, because you was funny looking, and I'm like, and you're grown and you're still funny looking. Your foundation not the right color. You
Say,
married this, you married this gay man, which I don't know how y'all didn't know he was gay. Maybe
well,
you gay, which is fine,
I
but
have a
don't come
family
at me
member
with
who
no
did
bullshit energy and don't expect you to not get it back.
Yes,
So
I had a family member do that, but I was pretty much well, I was also a performer. Like I wasn't the type to sit still or not be
yeah,
involved in something. And so I can't even say they groomed me for leadership. I kind of placed myself in that and
yeah.
I made myself an easy pick because I wanted to be in the spotlight. Um, but I had somebody like ask me to do like ridiculous stuff. Like I would choreograph, dances to Kirk Franklin songs, whatever, for the youth group. And
Okay.
somebody was like, write down the dance moves. And I was like, write them down so that somebody can take it home and do it. I was like, no, you pull out a camera and you record me doing it.
Right.
You don't write down dance. I was like, have you never danced before? Like you're asking me to do something for a skill that you know nothing about. Like that was me going toe to toe with somebody that was old enough to pos to be my mom's older sister. So
I was
that's the type
saying,
of
can
stuff
you
I
write
used to
down the
get in
dance
trouble for.
moves for me?
What'd you say?
Can you write the dance moves down? I'm like, okay, so first you turn your body to the left and then you clap.
Like, is that a high clap? Is that a low clap? Is that a full clap? Am I making sound with the clap? Like, you want me to write down all of this and you expect somebody to go home, follow these steps, and come back and know the right? You sound dumb as fuck, is what I wanted to say, but I couldn't. But anyway, that's the type of shit I used to get in trouble for.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
We still go back to the narrative that's still throughout the recurrent thing.
Hmm.
Beyonce says, I'm gonna love on me. No one can judge me but me. I was born free. So I love that. And then
And I also like though the energy of it isn't rap, what she's talking about really coincides with the way rappers talk. Like they love themselves, they the best that ever done it. They getting their money up, they telling you to get your money up. Like they talking about who or how much they having sex, like they doing all of that. And she is like, me too, but take it with these vocals.
can we like before we go on shout out how she did a play on Tip Drill. Shout out to the Lou. Shout out to Nelly. Yes,
Wait, she
because
did what?
it's Tip Drill. It must be the cash because it ain't your face. I said
Oh yes, she sure did.
that
She
is
sure
Tip
did.
Drill. I said it must be your ass because it ain't your face because you were Tip Drill because you were Tip
Yes.
Drill. I was like, okay, with the St. Louis influence. I mean,
And
even though Nelly was born, it's fine, whatever.
I like how she bring up the gray sweats. Yes.
Yes.
Like
Okay, so
if men not gonna stop objectifying women, then we need to just reverse it back to them. Like
okay,
give it back.
this ain't like her between her and Jay Z. Like we get drunk in love when he said, "I hope you can't handle this curve," and then we get this like, and I feel like there's been other times where Beyonce has insinuated like his dick. I'm like, Beyonce, you out here digmatized in these streets.
She is.
Okay, that's cool. That's cute.
She's sprung.
That you hella digmatized, and that's cute. That's cute for
She
you.
is.
That's cute for you. Like no, but so I love that. So I was just like, ooh, um, I just they had me at that point. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, this might be my favorite track because of Nelly. Because I stand Nelly. I know people were like, what? Like, I didn't even know Nelly came out with an album last year. It's like a mix of like country and something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, Nelly. So we are going to slide right on into Plastic
Mm-hmm.
Off the Sofa.
Uh, the vocals in that one though.
And I like it, babe.
The
Mm-hmm.
vocals, the runs and the vocals in that one are just phenomenal. I was like, how can anybody listen to this song and be like, Beyonce can't sing? How?
That's how I feel with I Care. And
Yeah.
as far as the vocal range in that song, this reminds me of that. Not like
Hmm.
because but it's just like the ability.
Hmm.
And she really gives us range. We get falsetto B, we get baritone B. Can women be
Hmm.
baritones? I
Yeah.
know we could be. Yeah, you could go a little Tony Braxton with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess technically alto, but yeah. So we get falsetto, we get alto, we get it all in this track,
Yes.
and then it's just like, but she's just floating on it,
Floating, literally. Like
floating.
the it is not over the top. She doesn't go all Christina Aguilera. Like it's soothing.
Hmm.
And it wasn't until I watched somebody's They Have Range video doing a run from that song. I was like, she really was like running through this whole song.
Hmm.
Like mind blown.
I Beyonce, Giselle knows. Like, please teach me. Like, I just want to be able to like in my mind. Okay, I have dreams, Farron, that I can like kill. I care.
Really?
Like I will wake up and I'll be like, can't nobody, no, can't nobody tell me, no, that ain't it. Like I'm like, so I'm gonna need those dreams to become a reality. Like, teach me your ways. Like, who is the vocal coach? And that's the thing is people when you really understand the history of Beyonce as a vocalist. We get
Mhm.
Beyonce early on Destiny's Child, not being able to really control and hone in. Like she could sing, we knew she could hold, we knew she could sing.
Mhm.
But like I told you, it needed to be fine tuned. It needed to be grown. It needed to be polished.
Yeah.
And she did the work. So that's why I want to fight people when they say certain stuff about Beyonce. I'm like,
Mhm.
because there's a difference. Like you really know the work. Like if somebody tells me Brandy can't sing, I'm like, you're just dumb. You're just dumb. You're deaf. You don't understand music. Is
Yeah.
every Brandy album like? Do I go stand for every album? No, because sometimes stuff just
Yeah.
you're like, this is not really my vibe. But it's she. You cannot deny that she does not sound good.
Right. Brandy is one of those artists that I feel like she just works with the wrong people.
Kelly Rowland too.
Kelly Rowland, fine.
Yes,
Maybe I
Kelly
would
Rowland.
like it better with better production, but maybe Kelly. But
Who we need to
Brandy,
call? Do y'all need to hire me because I'm going hard for y'all?
I even say
Mario
the
too.
same
Who we
thing.
need to call?
I say the same thing about Faith Evans too, because I was like,
Mhm.
man,
Yeah.
Faith Evans vocally, maybe it's her performance that's off because I've never seen her perform. But
Okay.
Faith Evans vocally is miles beyond Mary J. Blige. Mary
Yeah.
J. Blige seems like she's a better performer, and because she was as rough as she was at that time,
Yes.
she made better sense for all the rappers who
Hmm.
wanted, kind of a grimier sound
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
hook on that.
Almost
So
definitely.
she fit but Mary can't sing. And I stand by that.
I
Stand by it.
each to each. I like Mary, and
I like her music,
yeah.
but vocally,
I'm gonna say, but okay. So we will say she can sing. Can she sing? Maybe not. Um, because yes, Faith Evan does have a certain range, But it's just kind of like the huge debate about Alicia Keys. She's a performer because she can play the piano and, write. That pen game is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But vocally, is she that great? Nah.
No. She can she's one of them people that like she needs to be very selective about what she chooses to sing because she can't sing everything. And
Girl
sometimes
on
she
fire.
tries and it's like stop. This
Girl
is
on fire
not
gave me a headache.
girl, she
Yeah.
did this it kept coming up back when I used to use Pandora and I'm traumatized by it. She did Wild Horses with John Mayer and when I tell you they sound horrible on this track. It's hard. They both sound terrible and it sounds just so depressing, but it's supposed to be like a love song. Wild Horses Couldn't Keep Me Away is the message of the song, but the way they sing it, it's like, I hope you get just trampled by some wild horses if it'll stop you from singing.
Alicia Keys has a song called "In Common"
Mm-hmm.
that is amazing because it's just like it's just a certain range. She gets the high, she goes up, we got way too much in common. And then it just kind of stays there. But like even the lyrics, the production, that song is dope. But everything else, I'd be like, ah.
Yeah. Her
So
latest album, though,
I did listen to that. I like that
I
song we
was
listened to.
actually able to listen to it like straight through multiple times and really liked it. And it's that song "Done" with what's his name? Khalid
Is that the
Khalid.
one with Lucky Day and Khalid?
I haven't heard the Lucky Day version,
Yeah,
but Khalid is in it. Yeah.
yeah, that's the song. That's it. Oh, Lucky Day. My nipples just
Yo ass. I heard he's a fuck boy by
go. Hey,
somebody in the music industry. I know you don't care, but I'm just letting you know.
I'm just trying
I
to.
wouldn't be a good friend if I didn't at least tell you what I've heard.
I didn't say I was trying to marry him. I was just trying to say I
I
was
know,
trying to rendezvous a little bit.
I know.
Lucky
But
Day. Like I know that.
okay. Well, then I'm done. I've done my piece. I've done my good friend duty. I
Yeah,
just
I just
wanted to
feel
make
like I
sure
was
you
like,
knew.
yo, what's up? Did my eyes play a game?
Stop.
Okay. All right, so let's slide on into we still on the sofa. And I what I will say is just like I love that even like the lyricism behind it is kind of simple. It's just like I love that you can't help but be yourself around me. Like, because
Hmm.
sometimes, like, I hear different stories when it comes to like relationships and people meeting, and they're like, "Oh, you have representative of yourself," and I was like, "People
The
do that."
facade. Yes, the facade. You put on this image, and then once you get comfortable, you revert back to your regular self. So that's why it's like so important to go in, just be you. And if that person don't can't match you or don't match you, don't try to make it work. Just leave. That person ain't for you. Like tap out early. You see them signs early. Just tap out. Why you
That's
trying
how
to
I
force
feel.
it?
But
Don't force it. Run.
I am just like, ooh, baby, and then we get Virgo's groove.
Oh.
6 minutes and 9 seconds of just pure joy, bliss. Y'all know I stand in my air signness, but baby, if I was Virgo, it was here for 6 minutes. She also flows on this too.
Yeah. Yes,
Like
yes, she does.
I just, and it's nasty too. Talking about motorboating on a couch and titties. This, I mean, and what she also say? What she saying? Cozy something about. Oh no, no, no. That's no. I think that's what she say. She gonna shake that ass in the pretty tiggo bitties. No, that was
Yeah,
church girl.
yeah. Wasn't that church girl?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
church girl.
that's
I'm
church
like,
girl.
look, when she said that pretty tiggo bitty, I was like, oh, I can relate. My ass that big, but you know what? This my line. This my line right here. But
Yes.
I'm like, we just getting 6 minutes and 9 seconds of sex, like pure bliss.
Mhm.
But it doesn't sound like when you say sex, it sounds rough, raunchy. But then we're gonna say she
No.
making love.
No. What? No.
We get sex, but it sound like love.
Okay.
Sound. When I say sound, I mean like how she's singing on the track.
Oh, yeah.
If the two can coexist, if you know what I'm saying, like
Yes.
We talk, like I said, she said motorboating, but but it sounds like love.
Yeah. You so stupid.
I am.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
it's just,
Mm.
it's just, it's just like I can be the one that can take you there. I can be the one that takes you there on this magic ride,
See,
baby. Come over. You can hit this. Don't be scared. I said it's sex, but it sounds like love.
the way she says it sounds like love, but
Yes. But when I say it, it sounds like fucking.
oh my god, I love listen to this. Just I'm skipping right down. Taste me that fleshy part. I scream so loud I curse the stars. Bitch.
Isn't it National
This is
Orgasm Day? Yesterday.
you know what? This song is like an upbeat version of Rocket because Rocket is a long love making song, and you're like, I know you can feel it pulse, like
And cigarette pictures. So nice. What about that you just said?
yes.
Oh,
Ooh,
I love Rocket. I
yes.
love Rocket.
Same.
I love
Rocket is my shit.
I just
Ugh, all night long to the throb. Ugh.
Beyonce is just a woman. Like, and I said yes, a woman. And I love that it's just not like I feel like sometimes for artists it becomes kind of they still feel like maybe it's like a little too taboo for them to go into detail and depth.
Mhm.
No, we in your bedroom, sis. What's happening? You got
Right.
3 kids. We know you out here fucking. So
Okay.
like, what are you doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, I can appreciate that.
Mhm.
And I'm like, you just like us. You be ratchet. You be pent up against the wall. You know, do you like cowgirl? Do your
And
music?
we don't get many women artists that talks that openly that
Yeah,
in their music. They talk about being in love, they
yeah.
talk about making love, but they don't get raunchy. And it's
Well,
like,
or
you
when they
can
get
still
raunchy,
be it's normalizing being married and still being nasty with
yeah.
your husband. And
You are
that's
absolutely correct.
that's amazing because so many people like society will have you thinking that the nasty stops once you get married. And it's like it only stopped because you stopped it.
Yeah,
It doesn't actually have to.
yeah.
So, and she's like, look, all of this shit me and him got going on, we still fight. We still like
To
this.
hear in the comments saying "be nasty," we know to hear you had frothy stuff coming out of you. I will never forget that. I'm traumatized. Frothy, bro. But I will say this. Okay, don't beat me up, Farron. Kelly Rowland has a song called "Kisses Down Low," but wait,
I
and she
have
talks about
nothing against
no, no, no,
Kelly
no, no. I
Rowland.
was about to say,
Okay.
I want to piggyback off of what you were saying though.
Uh-huh.
So it's like I like my kisses down low, the way I arch my
Oh.
back, the way you arch my back, when you give it to me slow, baby, just like that.
Mhm.
But she got asked about it once in an interview, and then became kind of like red in the face. Girl, we know you out here, like you got 2 kids. Hold on, shout out to Kelly Rowland because she added me to her live
But
one day.
think about it. You just whispered fucking. For some reason, we shy away from it
Oh
as
no,
women.
my
We
sister
shy
said my mouth
away.
be too raunchy sometimes. I gotta stop cussing. I'll be just too raunchy.
Oh, well, don't have me back on this damn show then.
Uh, uh, uh,
Um,
uh, 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 uh. We working together. We getting this thing together, friend.
but
No,
yeah,
but
like
I'm just
women
like,
shy away from it,
yeah,
especially the more in the spotlight they are, they shy away from it. And so I've always appreciated that Beyonce, I mean, even in that little documentary she did when she was like following her tour and she interviewed with Oprah or something, and she said like to the camera, like, I just need to go home and make love to my husband. Like
yes, yes.
nobody
Let's
says
do it one more
that.
time. I
And
just
it's
need
like,
to
say
go
it. It's
home.
okay. Normalize the fact that women, even after marriage, still want to fuck. Like,
We
it's
do. Well, if
okay.
anything, let's be honest. Our sex drive has increased with age. and ain't no peeking. Oh, at the no, baby, it gets better. We be horny all the time. You and I have talked about this on this show. I'm like, fan, I be in the bathroom trying to figure out my life at work because I be so horny. And I was like, I got
Yes.
the necklace. I sent you the necklace. Like,
Yes, you did.
I'm like, bitch, I be horny
Yes.
all
Like,
the time. Like it, and I feel like I don't get fucked enough because people be busy, and I'm just like, well, something ain't right with me because my pussy always throbbing and pulsating.
like always ready to go.
Always ready to go.
I
Let
told
me
a
hear
friend
more.
of mine, I was like, she asked me, she took some drug and she was like, does it make you horny? I was like, oh, honey, with or without drugs, I'm always horny. Like, I was like, and if I'm not thinking about sex, give me 30 seconds. I will be. Like, it's literally always,
I
always
be
on my
playing
mind.
out fantasies in my mind that probably won't ever happen because sometimes I'm like, okay, well, we just got to get this in.
Yeah. You
But
need
like,
to talk to Kanisha Bus because she's another one of us. She's
I
another
love
one of us.
Tanisha and them
And
pillow ass.
she straight up was like, look, I got sexual Tourette's. She's like, sometimes she'll just be sitting and be like, I was like, me too.
Man, listen. I be wanting all the time, and I was just like, look, when you busy, is it like, can we figure something out? Like, I don't want to be with nobody else, but sometimes I just need a little tip in. Like,
A little tip in.
a little tip in. That's a human, not a toy. Like, that's not my vibe. Like,
I feel you.
oh, man. But Virgo's groove is definitely like it's
It's
sex.
rocket.
Like it really is. You're not lying. Like sitting here, touch me, please me, kiss me, boy. You're the
Mhm.
only love of my life, girl. Yeah, you digmatized. I'm afraid to be digmatized. I feel like when I've gotten close, I'm like, okay, I gotta shut this shit down. I gotta be cold again. Y'all not about to be controlling me and having me acting a fool.
Yeah, that's when you go and you get somebody on the side to level you out. You can't
Yeah,
like, you
like,
know what, I'm too invested. You don't even deserve all this energy.
oh
I'm
my
about to
gosh.
I'm about to have somebody else just in case to keep me balanced.
I'm not about to play with you. So in that case, move out the way. It's track 10 on the
Yes.
We got 10 now. We got 6 more to go.
I'm with my girls and we all need space. Yes.
So you ain't digmatized today, Beyonce? She wasn't digmatized on this track.
I mean, she took care of it already. She's moved on.
I look, I'm like, it's just Grace Jones is on this track, apparently.
Yeah, I
So
think
that
isn't it just oh
it's
yeah, because we come straight out the jungle. So isn't it something she's said or done somewhere else?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Grace Jones is always so interesting. Everybody, I mean, her claim to like, I feel like in Black culture, we know her as Strong J. And all I
Mhm.
picture is her and
Her
Boom.
giving birth to the perfume bottle.
I love Grace
I
Jones. She's
forgot
on my
about
wall.
that.
She's in the living room on my gallery wall.
Really?
Yeah, Grace is a vibe. But I just even this, it's just like
Move, move.
giving. It's just giving what it needs to give. Move out the way, like you said. I'm with my girls. We all need space. How many times I'ma say it? It's a home run when the team touch base. Are we fighting? Like, find me. I don't need to call him. I don't need to phone. Yeah, she not digmatized today.
See, this is the oh, is that song called B Day? This is B Day vibes for me.
Yes.
Yes, this song Move is very much B-Day vibes. We here, we got all the attention, move out the way. I'm here with my girls. We here partying it up. Like, that's
You
the vibe like it. What'd you say?
getting body slash jumping.
Bodied. That getting bodied.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yes. Get me body.
Yes. This
Yeah.
song, it gives me give me bodied vibes.
Yeah. It really does. And I'm just like, I just now we kind of shifting. Like, what's happening? Is there about to be a switch in the Renaissance vibe that we're getting? Or it's just like tonight, I ain't fucking with you.
Right. Like it's me. You know how it feel when you go out with your girls and all y'all looking just phenomenal and everybody's walking in confidence and light. Like nothing's out of place. Like those be
Yeah,
those moments that you live for when you go out
right.
with your girls. Like everything's tightened up. Like can't nobody tell y'all shit. Can't nobody talk to y'all. Nobody's even good enough to talk to you, but you and your girls. Like we're
Don't
the only
worry.
ones
Don't
who's
look
good
over
enough to
here.
talk to each other. Yes.
Don't look over here because I don't like
Exactly.
you.
Like you could never, so don't even try that. That's what this song gives.
Yes. And then, and now we heat it.
Yes. She
Track
said
11.
I love that so much. I'm sorry. She said, find me. I don't need to call him. She ain't worried about you.
Listen, that is jumping, jumping. That is part of that is jumping, jumping too.
Yes.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
I can see that too.
Jumping, jumping, bugaboo, all of it like roll into one because you got the number on block.
Not you went all the way back,
You
jumping,
got listen.
jumping,
You gonna have to
bugaboo.
leave me a voicemail. You gonna have to send me an email.
Yes. It's also
Mhm.
that song she did with Lady Gaga with I don't have like
Stop telephoning me. Telephone.
yes, that song, Telephone. Like I'm not about to answer this. I don't even have time because I'm out here trying to party and live my best life. I can't be glued to
Yeah,
no phone.
yeah.
Yes.
But then we segue into heated, and
Mm,
she says, "I gotta fan myself. I gotta cool down, heated," and it repeats itself,
mhm.
and it's just like it's been a lot of years. You really think you got one past me, so we still in the same realm.
Mhm.
Break my lease so I can move. Never met a girl with a mind like this to give you space and time like this. Never met a girl so fine like this with a waist that wine like this.
Mm,
Eat it. I'm just saying. So
yes.
what's happening as we are on this journey through Renaissance? All that love making.
Yeah. I mean, but she got to speak to the whole to all the fans and everybody ain't in love or everybody's not in a let's fuck situation. So now we're getting to this part where you know what it's me and my girls. I'm single and I'm happy about it.
Hmm.
I'm single by choice. I'm happy about it, and I'm good. I'm moving that way, and that's all I care about is me and my bitches looking good. Like you
My
know.
bitches look good. I'm draped in Coco Chanel.
Yep.
I got a lot of Tiffany on me. I got this money, and you playing with me,
It's
bro. Like,
right.
what's up? Like,
All about how I look. Like
have you ever been played with, Farron? Anybody? Because I know you. Like, you've been married this whole time you've been here, and before you
mhm.
got here. But has anybody ever played with you? Like,
Absolutely.
I just be like,
Absolutely.
oh, I can't listen. And why every nigga that play with you always want to spin the block and come back and make it right?
Because they
Like,
realize they played with you. It's like think about it. It's like little kids to play with their food. Cause they don't really want it. So you just leave it there because they let them get up and go play. Leave it there. They come back for it. These are just big kids. And it's just up to you whether or not you're gonna leave that food sitting out to wait for them, or you're gonna throw that shit away and move on.
I just am like, or even if somebody, I'm like, okay, so you sleeping on me? Okay, cool, cool, cool. And then I'm like, I'm sorry, like I told you, I'm that chick. Like I know, like I'm the shit. Like I
Mhm.
know this. That's what you bland, dry, dull, and
Man,
like this, that,
then
like,
why was we entertaining it then?
no, 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 no. The after you, like it just be
Oh,
up, and
yeah.
then no. I'm like, no. You don't gotta call.
Then they
Like,
they weren't enough for you, and they had to find somebody more their speed. That's you dodged a bullet. It's like thank
like,
you. If that's what you were looking for, then
and
thank you.
that's cool. Like, that's cool.
Then
But I
thank
just feel like, listen, heated.
that's what you get from heated.
I'm like, yo, and then look,
Like that first verse though, I feel you because it's a whole lot of reservations, whole lot of texting with no conversation, whole lot of playing victim and a villain at the same time.
men love to do that.
Yep.
If
Yep.
I'm like
Yep. Yep.
pogo stick, I would be munching on the box. I'm gonna be honest. It'd be exhausting. They didn't be so exhausting sometimes. Like, just be grateful. Like, I be having to people that, oh, I'm getting the I say, you sure you want to do this? You sure you want to be in these streets? It's not fun. Like, it's not.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
God.
like this. Is my line. She said, "Uncle Johnny made my dress. That cheap spandex. She
Next
looking
you
at."
looks a mess.
That's
Yes.
like it's like no shade, but shade. 95% of Hollywood clubs, like when you go into the club in Hollywood, I'm like, all y'all look the same. All y'all got the same.
Fashion Nova got him in a chokehold.
But honestly, there's a way that you can even wear Fashion Nova and still look wealthy.
Mm,
Like I have like 2 or 3 pieces from Fashion Nova.
mhm.
And when I tell somebody like, "Oh, where you get that?" It's like, "Oh, it's from Fashion Nova." They be like, "What?" I'm like, "Cause on that bitch, I'm wealthy. I'm wealthy. Head
That's
up, looking around. You walking past. We ain't making eye contact. Like, what we got to talk
let them
about?
hoes know, friend.
Like, he did. Maybe I should cool it down because I'm thick.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Ah! Got that jelly, baby.
Look, I sure do in my kangaroo pouch.
That's that jelly, baby. That's that
Baby,
thick. Ugh.
baby. What she say? Ass getting bigger. A
Mhm.
ass getting bigger.
Yes.
Ass getting larger. He
He
thought he was
thought he was
loving
loving me
me good.
good.
I tell him go harder,
Yes. Oh, she thought she was killing this shit. Told her go harder.
baby.
She talking so much shit on this album. I love it so much.
Okay, as the girls say, it's so cunty. It is giving cunt. Like, I am for all of it, and I'm just like,
Yes.
baby, give it to us. Like, when I
Love that.
tell you in my new Ivy Park, maybe Celestine, I'm sitting there talking about Celestine. Can you make sure I get a box? They done posted me before. I deserve to be on the PR list. Like, who I gotta call? But who we gotta call? Cause we be in the Ivy Park.
Yes.
We be in.
It took everything in me not to order something from this last drop. Took everything in me.
I said I wasn't gonna get nothing, and I knew I was
You
lying to
did, didn't
myself.
you?
And
Look,
that's what I text you. I said, friend, if you get something, we should shoot it.
yeah, I was like, nope, don't even start.
Oh,
Don't even put that. I think I muted you that day.
oh, you ain't even right. You ain't even right. But listen,
Oh
I
yes.
just feel like
It's given like that the attitude of that chick that's like that don't have no female friends because she's like when the women that's around her can't handle it.
I can't.
Can't handle. I won't even say that she's full of herself. No, she's full of the right amount of herself. Like she's good. It's the people around her that can't hang. They can't handle
And,
it.
and maybe she on a journey to find those friends that can hang.
They can hang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because even I mean even being the female friend of a woman with a lot of confidence is like, you also got to step up, and you can either stand side by side or you just need to let her go. Like,
I'm like, we can go to dinner, but like out, because this is a personality on its own.
I mean, but
When I tell people,
even the conversations are different
it
when
is.
you're coming from a different place. So
That's true.
sometimes it's like, this friendship does not serve either of us at this point in our lives.
Yeah, and that's cool. Like, I just feel like the journey that I've been on this don't give a fuck this. Um, it's certain stuff. I'm like, yo, my piece is so important. Like, I will block you so fast. Like,
Mhm.
the block button has been my best friend for a long time, but like, we're probably like BFFs. Because
You and the block
I
button.
just, I just can't. My mind can't fathom something that's like some of the situations that people get themselves into. And I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, man, you and talked about this several times. Okay, so what's the solution? What are we doing here?
Yep.
So I
Yep.
can't I can't stay in that space, that lane. So I love it. She say, oh, it's that Jinsu, cut that bitch like culinary. That's that bounce, spend my money, make it count. If it's lost, then get it found. I just keep dropping that shit. That's that summer. That's them Hummers. That's that girl. Give me your number. Baby, we
Jordy,
turned
that's
up.
that scholar that I just got out of college.
Mhm. This that I
I
don't
don't use
usually do this. I don't know what you want me to do. I don't
it's
know. I
usually,
don't know what you want me to do. Like
uh,
what you do to wait. I can't read today because that ain't what that line say.
no, it's not, but it's okay.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
I don't know what you do to me.
Let's see,
I
gotta-
I I I have definitely had one of those summers where I was like, I don't normally like fuck on the first date, but
Why? Why?
why I get crazy?
Why do women feel the need
Oh
to
no,
to,
like
like say that disclaimer, to like lead with that
I was
disclaimer?
in
It's like, he
college.
don't
Last
care
time
as
I
long as
said
you
that, I was
fucking
in
him.
college. I said that in college,
Okay.
and he went on to be my boyfriend for 5 years. That
Oh,
damn
shit.
Virgo. Still don't know how I did it for 5 years.
You
Uh,
said he was a Virgo?
he was a Virgo.
Oh wow.
It was tough. But we're cool now. He's been on the show. But that was that time. And then he told his cousin, and his cousin was trying to get him not to date me. She a hoe. No, bitch, I'm just really comfortable. I'm cozy.
Comfortable in my skin.
But yeah, man, like Thick is she's sexy. She's sexy.
Yeah.
Like when I'm telling you, like I felt like I got a big ass, like,
Mhm.
and honestly, I'm gonna tell you this. Every time I order Ivy Park, I have to remember that I'm not built like Beyonce. I am built like Kelly Rowland. Okay, I'm tall, I am lean, I got big titties, and my shape is cute. But I have to remember, why don't this look like me? How it look on Beyonce? Why don't I look at the other models? I'll be like, oh, it's gonna look like this, and it's gonna do this, and I'm like, yeah, I'm pushing 5'10". Beyonce is like 5'6".
You know what? I go through the same thing because, like, I have a small chest, and so I'll be like, man, like, even when I get a smaller size, I don't get that lift, and it's like, no, because you don't have much to lift. So just focus on the ass. Like, you have ass, Farron, so focus on that
You do,
part.
you do.
But it's the boobs. I was like, you got the boobs. It's like, we just need to walk side by side.
And then look, all I'll say is this: you got to get the extra small swimsuit. Then the swimsuits, I got to make sure they different sizes where you can
Mhm.
pull, and then you get the extra small because then it change everything.
Right.
And then
Yes. I
because like
just
for real, my
figured that
titties, I
out.
need a large, but I be wearing smalls.
See, even well, you know what? The stuff that I have now, I have from pre. pre surgery, so they're mediums because that made sense then, but I've lost so much weight on top of having my having the work done that it's like these mediums don't even fit me anymore. I need smaller sizes
Extra small friend.
because my body like around here,
And then your
the stuff
ass
don't
look
even
even
fit
more
anymore.
juicy.
It just sits out.
Your ass will be even more juicier, and then when you take the picture, it'd be like, hey, like Beyonce be the queen of illusion too. Like
Yeah.
people think certain things, but she know what she doing.
Because the picture on this shirt, like this photo, I'm like, she looks plump on here.
Mhm.
Not like it looks really good, but I'm like, yo, when she get so curvy, like she looks very. I was like, is she pregnant again? Because this a lot of body that she
Yeah.
didn't have before.
Some people that's the controversial conversation of did she get work done? I was like, y'all get so caught up on these builder bodies. Yeah, y'all forget that she had twins. And could you imagine,
And
like, just
she
because
was
she had
already
twins,
shaped like this.
she's already shapely. I'm like, but we're used to seeing her drop weight, then pick it up like she got to do something that's happening where she's dropping the weight. So I'm like, do y'all not remember work it out when this bitch was hula hooping in the Virgo jeans? Sidebar, I really can't hula hoop no more. I'm gonna need to pick that up because then maybe that'll help shape my stomach a little bit, make it.
Oh, get it. You gonna get a weighted hula hoop or just a regular one?
So baby, hold me like you don't wanna let go.
You gonna get a weighted one or just a regular hula hoop?
I guess I didn't even know there was a weighted one. So I guess
Oh yeah,
technically I need to get a weighted one because
there
that'll
is.
help.
There are weighted hula hoops for that
I
added.
probably need to get a regular one first because so I can relearn how to hula
Don't be
hoop.
no pussy. Get a weighted hula hoop. I said what I
Okay.
said.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So after we get into thick, what do we get? What's the next track? We have All Up in Your Mind.
All up.
In your
Oh
mind.
yeah.
I try to get all up in your mind. It stops at a crime that I want to make you mine. I try to get all up in your mind. I'll go and do the time if that means I'll make you mine. Hmm.
Mm.
You need a real wild girl. You need me, all your demons. It's going to take a little work. It's absurd, but I'm going to say those three words. Yes, I do. I think it's true. I just know I love you. Tell your mama I do it for you. The writer you always. Why we always got to ride somewhere? Where we going? Where we going?
What she
And where I gotta die?
in this context, she's talking about being a ride or die. I'll be
I
groupie.
know, but why? Where we going and why I gotta die?
You got to be down for the cause. He got to be able to hand you a gun and you take it and you cock it and you ready.
I don't know about that. That's kind of like I'm stigmatized, and you know
But
I'm
to say, if you
stigmatized.
don't know about that, then you ain't serious about that
I don't think I
relationship.
ever been
Just tap out.
stigmatized. Like I'm really thinking about my sexual experiences, and I don't know if I've ever been stigmatized because I feel like I've been close, but I've
Mhm.
never fully been like fully stigmatized.
Yeah,
Like I told you, I had to dial it back. And I was like, oh, I'm fucking with
yeah,
you too much.
yeah.
And then
I've
not too long after
definitely,
that, I'll break up with them. I'm like, nah.
yeah. It's the time that I feel like I was played with, like for real, that kind of shaped how I handled guys going forward. What actually
Mhm.
happened in high school. So I was like fucked over pretty drastically, very publicly in high school. And so it didn't make me like, oh, fuck niggas type thing, but it did make me more reserved with how much I invested.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so no one caught me off guard after that.
Okay. 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 That's
And
fair.
so even when I was feeling to hear, it was still like there was still like that line there because it was like, we are not together. We have not made it a commitment to each
Yeah.
other. So it was still that understanding that I could be out at any given moment and I could run into him with somebody else, and I have to be okay with that because
Yeah.
we are not committed,
Okay.
and vice versa. So, and it actually happened like years later, like maybe 5 years later, he ran this movie. We actually talked about it on an episode recently, that he came to see me and I was out with somebody else, and I like pushed old boy to the side because I'm like, yo, like this is the person I really give a fuck about. So I'm like, I'm going with you. And but that was something that happened because I've always had that line there. He's the
Mm.
only person that I would like finally was like, I am deliberately investing in this relationship. Everybody else,
Mm.
I was like, I ain't doing that shit.
That
I ain't doing that shit.
is funny. I yeah, I would say I like, even in the course of this relationship, I feel like this is my person. And I remember I remember like meeting him, and when he walked into this kitchen, he kind of took my breath away. And I was like, well, when niggas start doing that? This is weird. And like I remember, like then they were like, after the night ended, he hugged me like on this like this interesting way, like we was like in this like, he kind of hugged me from behind and rocked me. I was like, you don't know me, but you don't like, but you feeling me too. Like I know you feeling me. I went home and I was praying. I was like, okay, y'all invited us over for Taco Tuesdays. I hope that you gonna pull up. Like I hope we're gonna be there. And I remember praying, and I'm like, that might be my husband. I said, this is probably gonna be my husband. He gonna go, because I'm dating, I'm dealing with somebody that's an Aquarius. He gonna take me through hell because we just do that for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. And this is a lot of it is
Also,
dependent,
he's an Aquarius too.
girl. And sometimes it's funny because I'm like, this is my karma from, I can pinpoint. Like this is getting me back for this that I did to this person, or said, or didn't say, or pulled back, ghosted. I'm like, yeah, I can pinpoint this shit. It's kind of funny. And then it's like sometimes it's frustrating. And I'm like, okay, God, I'm putting this man in timeout today. Here.
Not putting them in timeout.
Timeout. Time. I can't. I can't.
Oh my goodness.
But then after all up in your mind, we get America Has a Problem. And when I saw the title, I was like, this could go two ways. Are we about to get Freedom Part 2? Or are we about
Right?
to be like, America has a problem because I'm that chick, I'm feeling myself, I'm finna blow all this shit up. Y'all gonna fuck with me like heavy, whatever the case may be. And I feel like we about to be fully invested in being digmatized.
Right.
The word of the show. The word of the show today is digmatized. Digmatization. Um,
Well, not completely, because she was on her self-love shit.
she was. But sometimes being part of self-love too, like we started there, but then we
Yeah.
led there, like, oh my
Yeah. Very true.
God. As long as he ain't talking in his sleep. Shout out to Tony Braxton. I heard you got that D for me. Pray your
Mhm.
love is D for me. I'ma make you go weak for me. Make you wait a whole week for me. I see you watching, fiending. I know you want it, scheming. I know you need it, drug lord. You want it, don't I know? You need love. I need some too. Do you want it? Do you want this like it wants you?
So basically, this is more so like, you want me so bad, don't you? And just playing with the fact, because think about it. Think about when you are like so desired by somebody, it feels good to like, even if you
Honestly,
haven't acted on it, it's like, you want me.
I want niggas to worship the ground that I walk on, whether I'm fucking you or not. I get off feeling like really being a tease. I love being in people's mind. I love like like, I mean, yes, we're both attractive people.
Mhm.
Um, but I love that, like, I know that I could be like a Bond girl, like Maxim, like all of that. Like, I feel like I'm like, yeah, I'm that chick. Like, I
Mhm.
know, like, referencing the first track, I love myself that much. I have that much confidence about me, and I
Mhm.
be confused when the energy don't be when niggas be like, you cute, but sir, and it blows my mind. Like it's when times I'm like this one person. I was like, I know, like we've had encounters where like you fucking playing with me. Like I know you watching me. Like I
Mhm.
know you are. Like, it ain't even that I necessarily even want you, but I'm like, I know you looking. Why? What's playing? Like why you playing?
Right, right.
And
It's
then
like,
look, and even when
not
y'all
I
be, I be
I
like,
know you
nigga,
look.
stop you playing with me. Stop playing with me. Cause
Mhm.
you want it. Look, what we say? I know you want to go. Don't act like you don't want to go. You want it just as bad.
It is not exactly.
You want to be one of the chosen few. Like it ain't that many of y'all that I be choosing on. Oh,
Yes,
I be
but
so hurt.
I hear you. It's also like the which a friend of mine, I don't like the way she worded it, but she was like, is it just me or like men just like sharing their feelings too much? And I was like, wait, first we tell them that they not sharing them, and then we tell them that they that they need to, and then once they start, like the ain't no pleasing. Ain't no pleasing bitches like you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I was like, you just take a break from talking to men because you giving these niggas mixed signals.
I'm like, listen.
Right?
I'm
To
like, let's
just
take the plastic off the
it's
sofa.
and I bring that up because nowadays is more than just being attracted to the physical. Like
Right.
now guys want more of a connection. They want to be attracted to you energy wise too. And they even be confused when it's like, man, I'm attracted to her, but I also don't want it to deal with her at all. It is like, why do I feel this way? Like I like what I see, but I don't like the energy I'm receiving
That,
because sometimes it doesn't match, and it's like regardless of
it
whether or not
happened.
the physical attraction is there, the energy isn't attracting.
And fair, honestly, that's been the thing the entire time. Like men have always said it, but they didn't know how to word it
Hmm.
because you will always hear men say, "Oh, she looks good. She has a banging body, but like mentally, she's something off. Like it's not right.
Hmm.
Like the vibe is off."
Yeah.
So now they realize, like, you know what? You're fun.
Hmm.
I can enjoy this ride, but as far as taking it to the next level, probably not.
Right. Not I
So
can enjoy this ride, but also women got to be prepared and okay with hearing that. You
yeah.
can't be mad when you go to a guy and you're like, I just wanted sex, and he's saying the same thing to you, and you're like, oh nigga, no, like,
Mm-hmm.
no, that's what you wanted too. You just mad. You just a little upset that he don't
Yeah,
actually want to be with you. Like
yeah,
that's okay. You don't want to be with him either. So just go fuck and not be together together.
yeah. No, it's just be so much. Dating, like I told you, it's like it gets crazy, and I feel like sometimes people go tit for tat, and it's like, can I beat you to this? Like Johnny's like, sometimes I feel like if we can't go tit for tat, I'm like, ain't nobody trying to go tit for tat with your ass. I was like, I don't even have the energy or the time to even go there. But if I'm telling you and we're having a conversation about something, and I'm like, well, you're telling me that if I did something, and I'm like, well, yeah, you've done it. It's like, no, we're not going to the town. I'm like, nigga, I'm just we're here. We're having
Yeah.
a dialogue. Nobody stop. But I love him. My baby. Yeah. Uh, so then we go into pure honey.
Mm.
You want to read those lyrics off?
Dang it.
I mean, and
Okay.
also actually, when I said it, this album be cunty. Here we go.
Yeah.
We
Do we need the intro?
don't need the intro. It's like
Is the
you
word
started
cunt
verse
a
one.
lot?
Give us verse one. Give us verse one, or do you want to do verse two?
I could do verse 1.
Okay.
Yes. Bad bitches to the left, money bitches to the right. You can be both, meet in the middle, dance all night. Take it all off, or just a little if you like. It's pure. It should cost $1 billion to look this good, but she make it look easy because she got it.
Mm-hmm.
You can find the one when the tempo good. Want to touch my technique? No. 4 3 too fucking busy. Love that. That's my technique. That's my technique. Bad bitch. Bisou. Is that, yeah, bisou. Right, then left cheek. Moi.
Yes, kiss, kiss.
Ideas, my dear. That's my technique. All my pretty girls to the floor. But that, yes. Bad bitches to the left, money bitches to the right. You can be both, meet in the middle, dance all night.
Then
Love
end that shit and say it should cost $1 billion to look
it.
this
This is
good.
good. Mm.
I
And-
just feeling myself. I'm feeling.
yes.
I'm feeling this album. Like I said, like if you're not walking away, like or like feeling proud of who you are, regardless of what you look like, what your sexuality is, what you identify as, like you, like I said, you
Mhm.
just a loser. That's the best way to describe it. You a loser because this is the key. We having a good time
Mhm.
and we are living in the moment. And the fact that we even know like it's so many cis hetero straight males that even love this shit and was even
Yeah.
saying, hey, next time y'all having dialogues and conversations about Beyonce, can y'all please include us?
Mm.
Because we enjoy this as well. Like we're having a good time.
Mhm.
My homeboy posted a picture of him horseback riding. He said, "Man, this picture old, like a couple weeks too old. I did this a little too early, but shit, I stay in this Renaissance shit. So let me repost this because I'm on my horse,
right.
having a vibe, having a good time.
I cannot wait to see what the next 2 acts have in store for us.
Me either. And listen, now Beyonce, don't you get ahead of your word, Kim. Don't you get ahead of yourself and try to make it seem like Act Three gonna be your final project. We're not going for it, sis. Don't play with us. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get beside yourself. Act Three is not
Beyonce.
the finale. Stop it.
Beyonce, I speak for the true stands.
That's true.
and
Hey, J Lo up
though
there
I
shaking
would
her
actually
ass.
hate,
Beyonce need to be shaking that ass too.
I would absolutely hate if she decides that this will be her final project. Like I will be sad. Like I will likely cry, but also I am one of those people that I'm like, I'm just so grateful. I'm
I'm
just
grateful and selfish.
and greedy. I'm
I'm
just
grateful, selfish. Oh, absolutely. Oh,
so I'm so grateful, and I will get what I get and I won't throw a fit. So thank you. Thank you,
I,
Queen.
Beyonce.
I'm sure she would do some features. I don't feel like she could stay away from music. I feel like she would play more often and she would
Yeah,
do features and stuff. The shit that we're like, Beyonce ain't got time for that. She'll be like, I'll go to the BT Awards now.
pushing it.
I mean, because at this point, it's like that'll be a fun date night, a fun reason to get dressed up. Like I don't need this awards. I'm not here to be on stage. Like I'm just here living my life, and y'all couldn't have me when you wanted me. Now you got me on my terms, type situation. Like that's the way
Yeah,
I feel like she would move.
yeah.
Like I'm showing up at the Grammy simply because I want to be here, like not because y'all got me tied into some nomination type shit that
Right,
you
right.
ain't gonna give me an award for anyway.
Yeah.
So I just feel like if she moves into that space and becomes, more behind the clothing line and stuff, and more of a family face and not so much music, like
I mean,
I could see that. I
yeah,
wouldn't like it, but I can see that.
she's entitled to retire. Everyone needs their rest. So I would be heartbroken. I would be like, okay, job well done. You know what I mean? Like you
Mhm.
really showed up, showed out. You gave us everything, used your talent. So I could be appreciative of that, no lie. But it will just be a little hole in my heart. Unless I'm still the person holding out for a Destiny's Child reunion. I just need one more album. Girl.
I only want it if they have the four original members. I do not need to see
Don't no don't
Michelle come back. I don't need it.
man,
I
you
don't
not
need
gonna
Michelle
sleep
to come
on
back.
Michelle, but like the bridges, like I love like the bridges kind of be the best part. Like T-shirt, when she say, "You're so deep, baby, please take it easy." Ha, ha, ha.
I said what I said.
You a hater. 'Cause
I
look,
don't. She did not mesh well with Kelly and Beyonce for me.
no, I will. Okay, so I will say
So
this.
it's like I
I will
don't
say
need
this.
her to
I will
come
say
back.
this. I would be open, even if it was the five. Like if it was five, I would be okay with that because I mean I'm gonna tell you why. Personally, I could do without Latavia because really, like she really didn't have like any solo parts for real, for real.
Mhm.
I mean, technically, neither really did like Kelly or
Latoya didn't either.
Latoya, but Latoya would go on to experience like y'all playing with me, y'all trying to say I can't sing,
Mhm.
and I'm finna give y'all this hit that's gonna go hard all summer. We're gonna get torn, and
Mhm.
that album, fire by the way, y'all playing with us on streaming, y'all put it up and then y'all take it down. Y'all put it up and then y'all take it down. Latoya, what's up? Like, what's up with the first album? I need she don't like vibes. So I would be here even if because everybody we have gotten to forgiveness, healing. We have moved on from this. So I would be open to seeing them all.
Mm.
I'm here for them all.
You even want Farrah to come back?
She don't count because someone had to send her luggage. And um we didn't get no like singles like with her on
See,
it.
I just need like I'm fine with Beyonce, Kelly, and Latoya. If they did it, fine. I do not need Michelle in the mix. She
Uh
was a bad pick from the start. Her
no, she
voice
would have
was
been
too jarring, and she was too out of sync with them. I mean, for them, like
I
she
mean, but
just wasn't a
but
good.
but, but then okay, so let's bring it back to Church Girl. Maybe Church Girl is a homage to like Michelle. Like growing up in the church so heavy in your life, kind of molding you, and that's all people still to this day see her as. It's this church girl, but like she likes to get out and shake her ass. She likes to have a good time, and but nobody can really kind of see her past anything else.
Mhm.
Maybe it's like, hey, Michelle, this for you. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible, but I mean, also Beyonce's, sang in church and stuff too. So, but maybe,
All right.
but I'm good on Michelle. And I'm just gonna leave it there.
All right.
Leave it there in her St. Louis voice.
We we gonna go into part two, honey. Pure and honey. And Beyonce hits us with "The Devil's on My Shoulders." It's taboo as you want it. Nasty is my guilty pleasure. Nasty, nasty girl. Okay, Janet Jackson. and I'm gonna give you this as if you give this as a squeeze, it's pretty how I'll give you pleasure. Pretty,
Okay.
pretty meal, okay?
I like my ass to be squeezed too. Get it.
And then she says, once you get me piped up, baby, I won't stop. I won't stop until you say you had enough. Ride it like a rodeo when I'm on top. Okay, girl, so you like cowgirl. Beyonce, do you like reverse cowgirl
She does.
sometimes?
She does.
So,
Um,
and you know, which contrary to popular belief, like there are some girls that actually enjoy riding it.
mhm.
I like it. I feel like I am so in control. You get to see these tiggo bitties from below. They sit at high and you just see the silhouette, like the shape of them, and look good, and they just bounce it, like it says in one of the songs.
So
I'm just saying,
needless to say, Dom is gonna rub one out immediately after this recording.
you're right.
She's like,
Rubbing, no, but like vibrating, yes.
oh, she's gonna vibe it out.
Yeah, I can't do all that rubbing. That take too long. It takes too long. It take,
Self-love. Take time with yourself.
I be taking time
Enjoy it.
myself, but 30 minutes in, that taking too long. I got things to do and places to be.
I hate you.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But I like this chorus though to Honey. I'll get
Yeah.
you stuck in my love, stuck in my honey.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put the sweet on your tongue. Don't it taste yummy?
Mm,
Now stick it thick, honey and
mm,
gold. Drip it all on me.
mm.
I'll put the sweet on your tongue. Don't it taste yummy? Yes, Beyonce, talk your shit. Talk,
Taste yourself, then yeah.
talk your shit.
Okay, have you? I feel like we don't talk about that.
What?
Like even in the act, like tasting yourself. Like
Oh,
or if a guy, like even during the warm up, like doing that foreplay, if his fingers go in like my coochie, it sounds so coochie. I'm gonna lick your fingers
yeah,
and then I'm gonna kiss you.
yeah.
Like I love shit like that, and
Me too.
I feel like, and some women probably shy away from that, but I'm like, you clean, you
Okay.
know yourself. Like
You
if you're clean
mhm.
and you know what you're doing, and you taking care of yourself, like what's the big damn
'Cause I
deal?
mean, I'll in the middle of sex, I will hop off the D and I will suck it. I taste myself. I have
Oh
no
yeah,
problem with that.
yeah.
And so, I mean, it's like, what's wrong? Or even if, I'm trying to see what my trying to just track my cycle or where my body is at the moment, I will just taste myself. I do a smell and taste check beforehand, like no lie. So I mean, because it's just I don't know. It's just it was something that young as a young woman having sex that I was hypersensitive about. And
Mm-hmm.
so there's certain habits I had picked up that I
Mm-hmm.
still do to this day.
Yeah.
And that's one of them. Like the smell and taste check. Like, okay, she good. Let's get it. Is so and even my husband knows that I do that. Like it's no big deal. I'm very transparent with him about the health of her because
Would
it
you ever?
involves him as well.
Right. That's no lie. Okay, question.
Mhm.
Would you ever, because there's this trend that's happening where women are wearing their juices, um, like as perfume. Like, and what I mean by that is, it's like we know it wouldn't have like a perfumey smell, but they kind of use it as like a repellent, like not a repellent, but like
Pheromones
pheromones to like
yeah.
attract men.
Mhm.
Like, would you do that?
Um, you know what? Because I'm silly, I would try it And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to call anybody silly. I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum, but it wouldn't be like, oh my God, that sounds great. I'm gonna make this new part of my life. But I would like to test it to see if it works. I would probably do it for like a day just to see.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Let's
You gonna
see.
do it tomorrow?
We got blind barber.
I
Let's just
don't
do
leave.
that.
Oh, I forgot about to say I don't leave the house enough to make it make sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it tomorrow just to see. Like, okay, now, Farron, this is what I did.
I'm gonna see
Now, let's
like
see.
a crusty white stripe.
You got there are cycles, like you said. I am that shouldn't. I'm not in ovulation, or am I in ovulation? No, I feel like I'm not in
Just
ovulation. It's the
a,
first, right?
a strip of white
Oh, actually,
film
I am
down.
in ovulation. Today is my peak day.
Oh, so you probably don't need to wear it out because your pheromones already on
Right, yeah.
hyperdrive.
So we'll see. I might just do a little bit. I was like, okay, so I put it over here, but then I put my Cartier over here. Let's see what happens. I'll keep you posted. So see if it is an extra zest of
Let me
me.
know what side it's on so I know what side not to hug.
I'm gonna put it on my wrist as well and rub it in. Because then when you hug me, hug people,
Yes.
see what happened, and like see if they drawn to me more. And I'm like, hey, coochie juice work.
I hate you so much.
You love me, friend. And we're gonna wrap it up with Summer
Yes.
Renaissance.
Summer Renaissance.
Summer Renaissance. We made it to track 16. I want a house. I want to house you and make you take my name.
Ooh,
Wait,
okay.
boy, say my name. Beyonce. Beyonce.
Oh, you know what? That's so funny though, because remember people were thinking like shit, or because people were thinking that Jay-Z was going to take her name before she came out and started calling herself Knowles Carter.
Yeah.
But people were at least joking about
Right, right. I do
him.
remember that. And I was
Yeah.
like, what black man gonna do that? Like that the way they egos are inflated and set up. Now I did now my ex did say that because my last name is Lovings and
Mhm.
his was Johnson, so it was kind of he's like shit. I'm gonna change my shit to that shit because that shit nice. I'm like, you know what? I'm that bitch. Yeah, you right. I'm gonna spouse you and make you tat your ring. I'm gonna take you all the way, baby. Can I take you all the way? You sexy motherfucker. That's the refrain.
Mhm.
Boy, you growing on me. I just want to thug you. The category is B. You gangster
Mhm.
motherfucker. Boy, you growing on me. I just want to touch you. I can feel you through those jeans, baby. It sounds like I might need to be dignitized just for like a day.
I want to
Category
crush you.
B.
I won't overanalyze. I'm going to trust you even though we met tonight. But I'm going to take you all the way. Baby, can I take you all the way? That's verse 2. I'm sorry. I had to jump down.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. We are gonna like. I
Mm.
just applause, round of applause. Say what
Round of
I
applause.
want.
To just Yes, I appreciate her coming into and like really expressing her sexuality and just coming out like, yes, I'm married with 3 kids, with this amazing career and this amazing husband that's has this larger than life career as well, but we can still be these people.
Yeah, like I feel like it's just a vibe.
And
You
so
just
many
feel good.
people lose that, and
Yeah.
I so appreciate her normalizing talking your shit, still talking nasty while you married with 3 kids.
Hmm.
Like that doesn't happen from a woman's standpoint. Like we
Yeah.
just supposed to turn into Susie Homemaker because we married with kids, and it's like no. Um, I'm still I'm still out here trying to get my back blown out. Like I'm still out here rushing these kids off to sleep because I'm trying to fuck. Like, or I'm still out here dropping these kids off at a babysitter or at families or with nannies or whatever so that me and my man can have our time. Like, people don't talk about that side. They be like, still date your spouse. It's like, no, still fuck your spouse. that's that's the message that needs to be out there.
Yes.
It's okay.
I mean, I like I said, I don't know anything about that yet, but I just still, I don't know. That's my thing. It's like I think also I just still want to feel like myself. Like I know that there are different things that
Mhm.
happen. You know, I pray to God that I'm the person that's like, listen, the way my hormones and my imbalances be set up anyway, I was like, I'm eating my placenta. I don't want no postpartum. If I gotta do what I gotta do, but I want to still be able to feel sexy. I still want to be
Mhm.
desired.
Mhm.
I still want to look good. I still want to feel good. And you
Mhm.
know, I that's all I can do is just really care for myself even during that time and still loving on me afterwards. Because I mean, it's not like Beyonce had not been vocal about, you know, on the Beyonce album, like
Yeah.
on mine. We've been
Mhm.
having conversations about breakups and separations. I'm not feeling like myself since the baby. Are we gonna get
Mhm.
married? So I don't like I know things change, but I'm like, still love on me. Because I'm
Yeah.
loving on me.
Mhm.
Like, yes, there might be baby vomit today. But
And
love on me.
even I mean, even people just get, I mean, because unfortunately it's a man's world, people get so caught up in whether or not, he still finds you attractive, but he has to work at that part too.
Yeah,
Like, this is work for both of us. We still got to work to be attractive to each other and to let each other know that we're attracted to each other. Like,
right,
that
right.
should still be a priority, because at the end of the day, like literally at the end of the day, I still want to fuck.
Yeah, I still want to
Yeah,
fuck.
but in order for me to really want to do that, I need to feel desired. Like, we need to
Yeah,
feel desired before we even get to the end of the day. So
yeah,
and she's just normalized all that. I'm not feeling myself. But like, I want to feel sexy, but I'm not feeling it. Like, it's all of this. And she's just been very vocal and transparent about all of that shit that women aren't allowed to say
yeah,
or feel like they aren't allowed to say. She's giving you permission, giving,
yeah,
like, you can say it, you can feel these feels. And I think it's fucking phenomenal. Like, the message behind it, the between the lines of it is amazing. Amazing. I'm excited for women of the future. Like, they got it so good, with the exception of this whole abortion and birth control situation.
like get these motherfuckers out. I can't express to people enough the power of voting. And I hate to be politically correct and go off on a tangent, but
Yeah.
y'all don't like people. It's time for us to step up because Gen Z ain't saving us. These motherfuckers is not saving us. Now they gonna blow some whistles and get some people fired. But they not like, and it's not our job as black women to save you niggas any fucking way. We tired. But all I'm saying is, it's like we don't like shit. Like we gotta get up and we gotta really go forward. We have to be proactive. Like our ancestors were like proactive. So we have to get involved. We have to take these jobs and come through. And I'm all about infiltrating other markets too. Like I look at polling numbers, what happens, you know, in Missouri every time there's an election. And a lot of people in these small hick towns are not, they're running unopposed. They are
Hmm.
running unopposed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, somebody got to be like, oh, I'm a Republican, and really like be for the people though, like, and really
Mhm.
be on some other shit. But that's neither here nor there. We ain't gonna ruin this episode talking about getting out and voting and changing the game. I'm
Yeah.
tired of Americans just be too complacent for me. I'm like, you go other places, niggas be blowing shit up. Like, oh, you trying to raise taxes on a motherfucker?
Right. So then they go crazy and
They
get
go
that whole
crazy.
shit. Amanda Seals talked about that recently. Like they wanted a president out in a country. Damn, I can't remember what country she was posting about. But they wanted their president out and people like hundreds and thousands of people just in the streets protesting to get this man out of office. And we had what 300 crazy motherfuckers go and storm the Capitol. After they rightfully lost the election. It's like we so all over the place.
Girl, make it make sense. Nothing makes sense. That's why I might listen. I need my apartment in Paris.
Before we close out, though, I just a disclaimer. I should have said it at the top of the hour. I mean, at the top of the show, but I didn't think it was going to be as big of a deal. But I have winced inside and like mumbled curse words and frowned up all through this, and it's only because I am in a lot of pain. My knee hurts a lot, and so I just didn't want anybody to be like, what the fuck is going on? What is she going through? Because I just keep like twisting my face up and then realizing that the camera's on, so I should straighten up. I am dealing with that, so that's all that is. Nothing crazy is happening behind the scenes other than this knee is locking up on me. That's it.
Oh my God. Okay. It's fine. I didn't even peep any of that because we was just so excited. Like you can
really, because
I on the face talking about the album. So
I thought you saw it a couple times, but was just like, I'm not going to.
Looking away. It's the reactions to crazy shit that you say, Farron. I don't know what the hell you gonna say. So that's all.
I can't be trusted.
But I appreciate you so much, and please, everybody, enjoy Renaissance
Please,
and
yes.
this next chapter. Just dance and have a good time
and be nasty.
Smoke one, whatever you sniff, whatever you like to indulge in responsibly.
About to take a smoke break right now.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the podcast. Be sure to subscribe to More to the Story wherever you podcast. Farron, you have anything else going on?
No. When is this? When are you releasing this? I'm sorry. When are you releasing it?
Right now.
Right now? Yeah. Oh, right. The Farron. Yeah. Just watch More to the Story. We have some really, really good guests coming up. And tomorrow, Tuesday, August 2nd, is a new episode of More to the Story with Goolsby and our good friend April Riles and another good friend and comedian Shay. She is also on there, so it's a good show. We were 5 deep in the studio that day, so it's chaos beyond chaos. But it's a good time.
Okay. I got the candles, guys. Don't forget saint-angelus.com/candles. I keep saying I'm gonna update the blog, so I have to do that because it just be random stuff that happens. Even if I give y'all a video that'll come in through my YouTube, and also the code for Slide Jewels is saint-angelus.com. You get 30% off your first purchase, and it's got cute stuff. So stuff for men and women on there. So be sure you cop, like a cute little piece. Maybe your boo thing got a birthday.
What's the site again?
It's Slide Jewels. Yes. .com, and that's also their Instagram page. And you'll see some of the photos as well. But it's really nice pieces. And like reasonably priced. I know I have Tiffany taste. I got champagne taste on a bologna budget. So I know how that goes. So I'm trying to look out for everybody. So thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all back here next week.
Bye.